78 Sports TV here. Salute to the mighty ldbc Lions Den basketball community. In this case, smash the like button, hit the subscribe, turn on your notification bell so you'll be notified when I drop a new video. And if you're digging the video, go ahead and share this joint. All right, y'all. So the inevitable finally happened. Coach Adrian Griffin was fired today by the Milwaukee Bucks at the season midway point. The Bucks had a record of 30-13, which made them second in the Eastern Conference behind the Boston Celtics, and that was not enough to keep his job. The Milwaukee Bucks has suffered defensively with the loss of head coach, the firing of head coach Mike Budenholzer, and the loss of Drew Holiday. Okay, Adrian Griffin had nothing to do with that. He was brought in, and when he got here, he had Drew Holiday. He was hired in July or June, and after that, in September, Drew Holiday was traded. In comes Dame Dollars, which exploded us offensively and made us an offensive juggernaut, made us the second best offense in the league, right? Possibly the first best, but definitely the second best offense in the league. But the coach Griffin's schemes defensively did not work. From the beginning of the season, there was turmoil in the Milwaukee Bucks camp. You had Coach Griffin being hired, and you had 10 days before the season starts, his assistant coach, Terry Stotts, quits. He resigns as assistant coach due to an incident that took place at shoot-around. Coach Griffin apparently was calling a coach's huddle, and Terry Stotts decided he was going to talk to Giannis and Dame instead of going to the coach's huddle. Coach Griffin got on his behind about that, and Terry Stotts took issue with it. But I understand totally why Coach Griffin did what he did, because Terry Stotts was being insubordinate. He was showing up to coach in front of the players. And from that day forward, it's been a lot of shadies going on with the Milwaukee Bucks. The Milwaukee Bucks under Mike Budenholzer never had to worry about leaks to the media. The media treated the Milwaukee Bucks with the utmost respect. We never heard about any infighting or things of that nature. But as soon as this guy gets hired, all of a sudden, the media had it in for Adrian Griffin. That's just what it is. I heard Stephen A. Smith talking about he better be careful. He gonna get fired, trying to tell Giannis what to do and this and that. I mean, that's what they were pushing on ESPN, that the coach is gonna get fired. So now, Adrian Griffin, defense, he was brought in to be a defensive coach, okay? And then the personnel changed, okay? Now, I don't know if him having Drew Holiday would have helped his defensive schemes or not. All I know is last year we had the oldest team in the league. I don't see us getting any younger. I'm saying Dame and Drew that's a trade-off. They both old, right, as far as NBA years go. So Adrian Griffin had his defense. He had a very aggressive defense in the beginning of the season. The Bucks players didn't like that defense. They weren't used to it. They wasn't willing to learn a new defense. They had gotten accustomed to playing the way Mike Budenholzer had them doing defense. So Adrian Griffin listened to his players, and he changed his defense for the players. And that did not make the defense any better. Even though he changed the defense for the players, they still trash on defense. And I've seen Giannis Antetokounmpo, I've seen Brook Lopez, I've seen Bobby Portis, I've seen Dame, I've seen every player on the Milwaukee Bucks get cooked, all right? And a lot of it has to do with effort. These players are not taking pride in defense. They just not. Everybody's pointing the finger. Everybody running to the media, sneak dissing and saying little clever stuff underneath their breath, but ain't nobody putting that effort defensively out there on the court, okay? Now, some of this had to do with Adrian Griffin and his schemes. He wasn't using Brook Lopez to the best of Brook Lopez's ability. Brook Lopez is a limited mobility player. He has his strong points, but the coach was not finding and protecting Brook Lopez's weak spots, okay? In my opinion, he wasn't doing that, right? And I think what got him fired, I think the straw that broke the camel's back was the struggling we had with the Detroit Pistons. We already lost to the Utah Jazz and lost to the Houston Rockets, which is totally unacceptable. But we struggle with the Detroit Pistons, one of the worst teams in the league, a team that won 4 games the entire year, and we're struggling with them, okay? And last night, I seen a rookie for the Detroit Pistons, because Cade Cunningham wasn't even playing. A rookie for the Detroit Pistons kept doing the same move, driving down to the free throw line and just shooting over Brook Lopez. He did it about 10 times in a row, 8 to 10 times in a row. It was pathetic. There was no adjustments made. I was angry watching it. I said, I cannot believe they letting this. And the first thing I did, I hopped on the phone, called my boy. I said, this is exactly how Mike Budenholzer got fired. When you don't show that you are competent to make adjustments, the Bucks going to get rid of you. And that's what happened with Coach Griffin. I feel bad for him. I was rooting for him. I wanted him to be successful. I like the dude. And, he's a first-year head coach. I'm always rooting for the brother to do well. You know what I'm saying? So it's sad because I think that, they was against him from the jump. They didn't want him to be successful. All right? So it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? He got to take it on the chin and keep it moving at this point. Now the Milwaukee Bucks have shown that they are serious about winning the championship, and they've shown that they will fire a championship coach. They've shown that they will fire another coach at the mid-season point, which means whoever they hire next, which if it's Doc Rivers, which is being reported, if they hire Doc Rivers, that means the Milwaukee Bucks will be paying 3 coaches. 3 coaches. Only one of them will be actually working. Mike Budenholzer is still under contract with the Bucks. Still, he's somewhere sipping pina coladas. You know what I'm saying? He down there, Bermuda, Bahama. Come on, pretty mama. He down there chilling. And then you got Adrian Griffin finna join him, and he finna be getting paid to sit at home and do nothing. And then you're gonna have to pay Doc Rivers. So the Bucks have committed themselves to this. And if they hire Doc Rivers, I'll be happier than if they hire somebody else. If you fire Adrian Griffin and you're saying that you need a championship caliber coach, a coach that's going to take command of the locker room, a coach that has championship pedigree that the players may respect, then Doc Rivers is your guy. All right, Doc Rivers has his flaws. A lot of criticism about Doc Rivers. People say, oh man, he always choking in the playoffs and this and that. All right, you can say whatever you want to say about it. All I know is the Bucks better not hire Terry Stotts. They better not hire Terry Stotts. I don't want to see it. Don't want to hear nothing about no Terry Stotts. Terry Stotts ain't never won nothing. I don't care that he got a good relationship with Dame. What did that take them in Portland? Nowhere. What did Terry Stotts do in Milwaukee? Nothing. I don't want Terry Stotts back over here. Get him out of here. Do not bring this dude back. It's gonna be some shadies going on if they hire Terry Stotts. Because then it's gonna look like that's who y'all wanted from the jump. See what I'm saying? Now the Bucks have been slid to 22nd, I think, in defense in the NBA, and that's bad for the Milwaukee Bucks. We look horrible. So a new coach should improve the defense. If it was the coach's fault, truly, then our defense will drastically improve with new schemes, right? And I hope it does, right? If it doesn't improve, then you have to deal with what I've been saying from the jump. I think it's the effort that the players are putting in. I think the players are not putting the effort in on defense. But we'll see. Whoever they bring in, hopefully it's Doc Rivers, and we'll see what the Milwaukee Bucks do with that. I know Adrian Griffin got into it with Bobby Portis, a heated confrontation after the Pacers game, after we lost to the Pacers, a game we should have won against the Pacers. And that's another thing. We got dogged by the Pacers all year. The Pacers ain't even – they good, but, bro, we better than them. You know what I'm saying? We lost in the in-season tournament to the Indiana Pacers. And Bobby Portis got into it with Adrian Griffin in the locker room because Griffin was trying to chastise the players about things that they're not doing right. And Bobby Portis took it upon himself to point out what Coach Griffin wasn't doing right. And how he wasn't communicating effectively with the players. And Coach Griffin apparently took it on the chin and said, he respected whatever. But somehow that information got leaked to the media immediately. So by the time these guys came to their post-game press conference, that information was already leaked to the media that they had got into it. Now, who in the locker room was sabotaging the coach, I'm not sure. But I believe one of the assistant coaches or one of the players, but I tend to believe it's one of the assistant coaches who are with the Bucks was sabotaging Coach Griffin and undermining him with the players. That's what I tend to believe. I think everybody wants to be a coach of this team. You have Giannis and Dame Lillard, and you have a small window to win championships. If you do it right, you might win 2 or 3, you know what I'm saying, in a row. But you got to strike now. And I think that a lot of people feel like Coach Griffin didn't deserve to be in this position. And they try to get him up out of there, and they got him up out of there. You know what I'm saying? So it's rumors that Coach Griffin wanted Bobby Portis traded. These are just rumors. They said that he wanted Bobby Portis traded, and the Bucks organization didn't feel like that was an option to trade Bobby. He's a fan favorite. You know what I'm saying? There's other rumors that he wasn't the biggest fan of Thanasis Antetokounmpo. You know what I'm saying? But who is? You know? So who knows what happened, man? All I know is he's gone now. Fine. This is what a lot of people wanted. Everybody want to blame the coach. Fine. He's gone. I want to see now how the Bucks play. I got the Milwaukee Bucks winning the championship. That's my squad. I'm going to keep riding with them till the wheels fall off. I think we're going to win the title, okay? So I want to see some improvement on the defensive end. I want to see more structured offense because right now I think we have the most clutch games. We won the most clutch games than anybody in the league. We won like 19 clutch games or something. You know what I'm saying? Why? Why is it that close, every game this close? All our wins are very close games. It shouldn't be that. You know what I'm saying? Many times on offense, it looks sloppy because on pick and rolls, Giannis act like he don't know where he's supposed to be at sometimes. Sometimes I think that Dame is not being used effectively in the offense. They're letting Chris Middleton and Giannis bring the ball up, and Dame is the point guard. He should be bringing the ball up more, staying in rhythm. You know what I'm saying? And by the time Dame is not a catch and shoot type of guy, he needs to be a guy bringing the ball up, and Giannis needs to be playing off the ball a lot more and slashing to the baskets, coming off pick and rolls. That's how the game should be played. But we'll see what the next coach does. Y'all let me know what y'all think of this move by the Bucks. 78 Sports TV. Salute to the mighty ldbc. I'm up out of here though. Deuces.